the morning after UFC 165 with the man right here. Yeah! So, Schaub, tell us about it, the training camps. They don't even understand, bro, what went into this.
Yeah, a lot went into this for a quick submission. And it starts with Tony Jeffries here at Box and Burn in Santa Monica. He's my head trainer. He kind of runs the whole camp. It was just a beast. He trained me like an Olympic athlete. I mean, 2-3 practices a day, 7 weeks straight. And you got to remember, this fight got postponed. So I went back to back.
And it got postponed last minute.
So I went through a whole camp, postponed, took 3 days off, back in camp. And then before this, I competed in Metamoris and did a straight 7-week jiu-jitsu camp.
Yes.
So they're talking about back to back to
3
back.
camps back to back.
So, I'm with Tony Jeffries, just working on distance. A lot of distance. Really respecting Mitrione's hands and his speed, and he's a southpaw. He's a knockout artist. So, to me, when I got in, it felt like everything slowed down. I could tell what he was doing. You know, like in the Matrix, when it's all slow.
Look, this, show us.
Yes. That's how it felt. That's how it felt. And I have the best team out there. With Tony Jeffries, Mark Munoz, Rener Hiron.
Boom. Talk about our friend Lauren in Colorado.
Lauren Lando.
Lauren's in the camera now. Lauren, say hi.
What's up?
You guys, he really does exist. LaurenLandoPerformance.com. The speed, the biomechanical training, the physical training, and you've also had some help from our friends at Velocity in the...
Yeah, from Velocity,
in California
with Andre Woodard. Yeah, but there's none better than Lauren Lando.
That's what's up.
He's been with me the longest. I call him trainer to the stars.
Boom.
Fancy.
The Andy Gracie of the biomechanical speed training world. Okay, we know stuff.
Boom.
So let's get to the realness of this. So you got in there, we respected his hands, we had perfect distance management, and when the time came, beautiful takedown. Mm-hmm. Where did you land after the takedown? You landed, was it right into his half or was it his guard?
Right into, it was kind of a pseudo guard half, and I stepped over, like we've been working on, just kind of boom, right away. And then the plan wasn't necessarily to take him down right away.
Right.
It was just to feel him out. I was comfortable on my feet with him. But he got overzealous.
Yes.
He got way overzealous.
And the water doesn't flow through the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Path of least resistance. You just felt it was there?
Was there, just reacted.
Right. And this was about 2 minutes left in the round when you touched down. And then Lauren was like, 90 seconds, you know, it's cutting down. So you're thinking now, because we had talked about, you know, past the half guard, control, position before submission, advance gradually, like ratchet jiu-jitsu, real technical, real controlled. And it got to the point, though, where 90 seconds left doesn't allow the most marination of the meat, if you know what I'm saying. So at that point...
And he wanted his pummel so bad.
Yes.
And yes.
So we landed in this half guard right here, and you felt real resistance here initially, and we're digging for this. We're
right away, and I'm here with my elbow tight.
Right.
And my head is here.
Nice.
So can't get up.
Boom. Perfect.
So when I realized guy wants it so bad, to me this is my answer. So I'm gonna give it to him.
Well, yes, and especially knowing there was a short time, you were like, bro, come to the party.
Yeah, come on up. So as soon as he comes up, I sink the darts in here. I fall to my side. I can tell it's super tight.
And initially it was very open.
It was open.
When you first landed, and that's when you're squeezing here, and you said to the ref what?
I said he's about to go out.
And
I could hear him guarding.
Yeah, he's making the noises, and you guys, I've been here before, and there is no escape once it's locked. Not this tight. You could try to survive, the bell might ring, but it's tight once he gets it. And at this point, when Schaub said to the ref he might be out or he's gonna go out, that's when Mitrione gave a thumbs up. He actually said, no, I'm cool. And then Schaub started walking the dog. And once he got here, I think Mitrione thought about giving another thumbs up, but he was dreaming.
And that's what happens, my friends. And unfortunately, for Mitrione in this case, and for our friends, and for, you know, other people who've been, you know, rendered unconscious with chokeholds, it's not very painful. You can still breathe while this is taking place, so you feel like you're okay. You're like, I'm cool. The problem is it's not an air choke that puts you to sleep, it's a blood choke. So when you restrict the blood flow to and from the brain, I explained the same thing to Ariel Helwani last night. Did you see this interview?
Yeah, great.
The interview for MMA fighting, the Fox, the UFC on Fox interviews he does after the fights. And Ariel wanted to feel what it was like, so that was the first time that he got Dars choked during one of these post-fight interviews. And it's amazing because you think you're cool until you're dreaming that you're cool. And that's it. Obviously, it was quick. You didn't have a chance to put all 3 cams to use.
Yeah.
And it's almost like the people didn't get to see the full Schaubness.
It's a little bit of a letdown.
A little bit.
I was ready to go 5-5s.
Right.
I wish people could see how hard we trained, and we were doing 5-minute rounds with 30-second rest.
Wow.
So when I get a minute, I was ready to go. So I'm happy. I was happy with the submission.
Sure.
But it's not. It's kind of unsatisfying, to be honest.
Right. At the end of the day, there are some people out there who, in the jiu-jitsu, especially the jiu-jitsu fanatics,
Yeah.
who have less than favorable opinion of you after your shutdown of Cyborg in the Metamora situation. And the question is, do you think this is going to help them understand?
I think so. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all jiu-jitsu.
It's all
I'm a big
jiu-jitsu,
advocate
bro.
of jiu-jitsu, obviously.
We're all the same family.
I think I have some of the best jiu-jitsu in the heavyweight division, and a submission like this is a case
nice.
for that. Yeah, it's nice.
And if this doesn't help them understand, nothing will.
There's no hope.
Yeah.
If they're not a fan for this.
Yeah, first round, first ever Dars choke in the heavyweight division according to Ariel Helwani. First round submission over a beast like that. Yes, it's not Cyborg on the ground. We understand that.
I get
However,
that.
maybe 30 pounds heavier,
Yeah.
and he's trying to punch your head off.
Yeah.
These things count. And if this is not good enough for them, maybe you guys weren't meant for each other.
Yeah. Just not meant to be.
It's not meant to be. You guys, it's major. It's major. So we're here. This is my first ever morning after UFC with the participant of the actual fight breakdown. It makes sense that it be my boy right here. And it's so real on a different level. We have to keep it real and respect the fighter and the kid.
Fighting the Kid,
Tell us about it.
Fox Sports podcast, myself and Brian Callen.
It's so
Only
dope.
podcast out there with an active UFC fighter. And
And a
the
comedian, and a funny comedian. It's
one of the
unique
funniest guys
combination.
in the business.
Yeah.
From The Hangover, tell him I say
no,
hello. That's Brian Callen.
Tell him I say hello. Listen, it's a good podcast, you guys. It's really good vibe. Check it out. We have some seminars coming up. Hedon and I have Seattle, Washington this weekend. Hedon has South Carolina, North Carolina next weekend. I have Chicago, Springfield, Illinois, Lakewood, Illinois, Grand Cayman Islands, tons of stuff. Sydney Super Seminar. 4 seminars, 1 day, November 23rd in Sydney, Australia. My first time. If you live in Australia and you do not get to this seminar, you will regret it for the rest of your life. That's all I can say. Go to gracieacademy.com/seminars for all the dates coming up. We're keeping it real on the highest level. It's amazing that almost 100 years after Eddie Gracie joins us on this earth.
Big night.
Boom! That was dope. Gracie Jiu-Jitsu was in there in full effect, and it's cool because we're celebrating 100 years of Eddie Gracie, October 5th, Los Angeles. There's going to be Jiu-Jitsu, there's going to be family reunion, there's going to be food.
I'll be there.
Boom!
For sure.
And all the homies are going to be there. October 5th, go to gracieacademy.com/EddieGracie100 and join the party. We hope you guys can make it. And the whole week prior to that is Eddie Gracie week. So any visitors from anywhere in the world, come to the academy, do all the group classes for free. Come train with Schaub, us, rest of the family, make it happen. We got to get Tony in there for a class.
He loves it.
What's it going to take, bro? Tony,
This might have done it. This might have convinced him.
this might have convinced them. You know what I'm saying? So if we can get Tony Jeffries, former Olympian boxer, in there for a jiu-jitsu class during Eddie Gracie week, we know that UFC 165 and this Gracie Breakdown was a success. Now, last but not least, we know Dana's pick for submission of the night. We know. It was
Surprising.
Mitch
Little surprising.
Gagnon.
Yep.
And we respect that. However, the real submission of the night is right here. Much respect. Congratulations, Tony.
Thank you, sir.
Tony. Yep. Lauren.
Our grandfather's vision was to share the gift of Gracie Jiu-Jitsu with people all over the world. Thanks to global internet accessibility and the development of a revolutionary interactive online learning system, his dream came true, and his legacy will live on forever. Gracie University. Let us teach you everything he taught us.